crowd inside. Diaz, who 1 year ago was closing in on perhaps unifying all of the belts in this division before he came a cropper in Cancun, Mexico against Nate Campbell in a fight which was then lost his lightweight championships by failing to make weight himself for his last win at 126. Fought Manny Pacquiao into the division before the Filipino star northward to fight Oscar De La Hoya and Ricky Hatton. Mark 5, he's driven by a youthful zeal for greatness. Two very different men and two very different boxers with just one thing in common. The battle that awaits them, moments of tremendous patience. Years, according to longtime trainer Nacho Beristain, of being avoided in the ring. Finally got a marquee matchup against Manny Pacquiao.
Fires the straight left hand, and there's the punching bout. Third knockdown of the first round.
Marquez battled back, at times even dominating Pacquiao, en route to a disputed with Manny Pacquiao.
Uppercut by Marquez, huge left hook. Down goes Marquez on a straight left-hand shot. One more right hand from Marquez. One more combination for Pacquiao. They trade shots down the stretch.
After 12 thrilling rounds, Marquez was crushed by the decision loss. 6 months later, Marquez stepped up to lightweight and rebounded by knocking out Joel Casamayor. Unlike his opponent, Diaz found success quickly with an aggressive style that earned him a lightweight title belt at age 20.
I was beating all these experienced guys and
against veteran Nate Campbell last March.
He is truly being bothered by that. Valiant as always, suffers his first loss.
6 months later, Diaz took on Australian Michael Katsidis, and the Baby Bull won more than just a fight that night. He won a battle against self-doubt.
I definitely proved something to myself. I can bounce back because, I'm at the point where I tasted defeat.
Two vastly different fighters who've traveled two vastly different paths, both planning to be the last boxer standing tonight.
Y que la gente van a ver a un Juan Manuel Marquez como siempre lo han visto, dejando todo arriba del ring contra Juan Diaz.
I know that I'm gonna have to walk through fire. I'm gonna have to dig down deep every round. I know Juan Manuel Marquez wants it, but I wanted more that night.
Division, it appears
advantage. He's got an arm length advantage of a half-inch measured.
And just wears my opponents down.
Can you go with it? Can you stay with it? Round after round after round. The Baby Bull trying to finish off football.
When
fans are getting their money's worth in a huge way.
You can't bully the bull. He is just relentless.
I am proving that to the people and to the boxing world.
His advantage going down the stretch is to just apply
blood, and here comes the crowd on their feet.
Soy el mejor peleador libra por libra.
Marquez looking to knock his man out.
That's his Sunday punch. When he catches you with a hook clean, you gotta go. His face is ripped open, and he wants to fight on.
They trade shots. What a fight.
Pacquiao's never fit.
Fighting out of the blue corner, wearing blue, officially knockouts with Mexico, the go.
Home to the draw with Chris John in the first fight. Already the pressure from Diaz begins. Good straight left hand.
and to me one clean blow yet.
Pressure. Diaz showing respect, but ripping Marquez with another left hook. 3 body shots from Marquez. Diaz goes in with the right hand. This is going to be a hellacious war.
Between a younger and older fighter. In this case, the early rounds seem to favor Diaz, where he...
What's impressive to me right now is the left jab through to hit Marquez for the most part. I thought
he's used it throughout.
Not to mention the well-known cultural Mexican tradition of willing to mix it up.
And are they ever? What a big left hook by Diaz. Marquez trying to fire back, lands a right cross and a left hook. Round one is an all-out war.
straight through the middle with punches where he's really exerting his weight. And even though they weighed in the same, and I guess tonight,
with the sole exception of his one game, you saw the left-hand uppercut. Body shots by Diaz. get the hunch that Marquez is going to need to stay off the ropes, Emmanuel.
Yes, and I don't think he's going to do that. And the way that Diaz is punching, he's got his head down more, where he's getting better leverage in the exchanges, and Marquez's head is up more. It's straight, where he can maximize his strength.
Big left hook, staggers Marquez. Marquez in trouble and trying to fight his way out of
there. His instinct is to fire right back. Maybe
Marquez might have been going right there.
That I mentioned has the same thing inside him.
In fact, if you wanted to find a comparison for what round one looked like, Morales-Pereira fight.
And so does this one.
In the round. Big left hook by Diaz, straight right hand by Diaz, jabbing and hunting. Marquez going to the body and coming back.
Here we see Diaz driving in, as we call it, left hook right there, and had probably more effect than it would have had, except because he had him back and back. And he's maximizing his weight on every punch by lunging forward as he punches.
Copy box numbers in the second round. Marquez 34 out of 94. Diaz 30 out of 98. So if the first round was the largest, and particularly given the warning board all at once, but he's looked really good in the first couple rounds against a guy who's looked just
a lot of pressure.
His tracks and tracks
that had the boxing world buzzing before his loss to Nate Campbell.
What a will! What determination!
It's just as good sometimes.
Good right hand by. A lot of Marquez, man against four.
Here you see Diaz coming in, pushing his punches forward with full force, and also you see punches coming back from Marquez, which are...
Harold, how do you have it so far?
I saw 3 January rounds. Back to this fight. Juan Diaz keeps walking him down, laying the head, and stand there and slug with Diaz. Juan Diaz led the more clean shots, just like he's doing right there. 3-0 Diaz.
You know, I understand that score, and Diaz is imposing his kind of fight, but harder punches.
Well, I think he might be a harder punch, as we pointed out, is by nature the ferocious regularity.
Diaz throwing a hook and needs to block it and shoot his counter hook at the exact same time.
Diaz has been brilliant so far at finding those moments when Marquez's right hand is slightly dropped. He's landed several flush left hooks.
Yeah, and he gets maximum level. He hunches his body forward in a Joe Frazier type style, where his left hook has tremendous force because he has his weight leaning right into it.
4-punch counter-punch combination. Why should a fight like this even be scored?
And his beautiful left hook. Evidently, Marquez cannot feel the left hook when it's coming. He's reaching out for... I agree with you, Matt. Particularly at the end of the round.
To establish...
Deal against now Marquez will look, and he nails Diaz with 2 straight right hand, lands twice in a row. Whoever throws more body punches may ultimately be the winner in the fight.
Well, I tell you what, this is going to be a tough fight.
They're fighting at a barely see all those elements combined.
Big body shot by Marquez.
And, you know, referee Rafael Ramos has not had to break these guys.
Just a fast-paced,
I believe, on our competitor network, Showtime. One difference. Good left hook by Diaz. Marquez has been cut in that same spot before. Asamayor. Nacho Beristain has worked that. Diaz was cut badly in the Campbell fight. But other than that... solid body shot against the... Marquez Marquez is beginning to become more conscious of Diaz.
Very good sign for Diaz.
Sign of a very intelligent fighter.
Uppercut, uppercut, uppercut. How many times do you see that? Left hook, back into the ropes. All out war.
And those exchanges there.
Diaz eats a hard right hand, lands a hard
ropes. When he goes on the ropes, Juan Diaz just pummels him like you're watching right here. When a fight goes into the center of the ring, Juan will know good and using his size by going up on the ropes. 4-2, Juan Diaz.
His twice went 12 rounds with Manny Pacquiao. Juan Diaz, Rocky Juan. Straight. Left hook, body shot, left hook to the body. All by Juan Diaz. Now Marquez tries to come back.
Diaz is pushed.
Looks as though the stamina.
A bit with his mouth open since the third round.
From the crowd, that's whenever Diaz is. But
two straight right hands by Marquez. Two more big left hooks by Diaz. Drives Marquez back against the ropes. Keeping the pressure on. He listened to Ronnie between rounds. He's not going to let the Mexican rest.
Exchanges that they have when you see the punches are landing, short punches, sweat flying, shows the
It was a tremendous square garden. And yo this, economic and fans are responding.
Cut from Marquez, which has been maybe his most effective punch.
Along with now. In the first minute of the 8th round. Diaz isn't landing many of these.
No.
But he's asserting his energy again. There by the baby bull. That, with Rocky Juarez is cut in the first fight, he'll have to go to work on Diaz between rounds.
He's so proud of his country. You know, even though they're both supposed to be considered Diaz a half Mexican, he's American Mexican.
What action.
This is amazing.
Marquez is a good defensive fighter, but Diaz continues to land the flusher, harder shot. Diaz did not respond well to the cut against Nate Campbell. He's cut the dire way here against Marquez.
Well, we told you how Marquez adjusts and comes on
and
in the middle.
Diaz got caught with a left hook and he looks stunned.
Can the great technician find a way?
No, Marquez is an experienced fighter, not had that type of experience.
Okay? Okay?
Marquez mixing up his punches to the outside and between the glove. And here is a left hook that he catches with the head, which he just simply didn't see the punch. And it's a punch that hurts you is always one you didn't see. Because
Letterman's scorecard begins to tighten.
And Diaz.
For these two fighters to has made Emmanuel about the third.
Very smart. You know, it's a rational fight. He was in Mexico, range for that night. And Marquez said he never would dream at that time, especially being that he was only 16, that he would end up fighting.
They're taunting each other in the ring. Through the sheer force of will.
Not to have to make one Christmas means if anyone gets seriously hurt in this fight, they're probably going to get stopped.
All credit to them he's done in the fight.
Though Marquez is the much more exciting fight.
Younger. And he's supposedly the stronger man.
And he's hurt.
A huge uppercut. Down goes Diaz.
Well, it's always a experienced fighter would probably clinch, but I don't think that's what he's going to do.
And look at Marquez go to the body. Look at him go to the body and try to set up the finish. And what a right hand. And that will be that.
What you just might be.
No, that's what you said. Right hand, but what amazed me was the precision and the accuracy of the punches from Marquez. He didn't miss too many punches, and he was punching from all angles.
Set up by the body shots.
Marquez mixed up his punches. He threw punches over the top, and then he threw punches up underneath.
The sheer professionalism of the knockout, an amazing thing.
An IBO